Welcome, seekers of wisdom and guidance. Today, we dive deep into the timeless teachings of Stoicism, a school of Hellenistic philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcoming destructive emotions. Among the most revered of Stoic thinkers stands Marcus Aurelius, not only a philosopher but a Roman emperor, often called the Philosopher King. His personal writings, collectively known as Meditations, offer a unique insight into the mind of a ruler who sought wisdom and moral virtue over wealth and power. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius pens his thoughts on how to lead a fulfilling life by accepting what we cannot control and focusing on our own moral improvement. His words have transcended time, influencing countless generations. Today, we'll explore how Marcus Aurelius' wisdom can guide us in the realm of personal relationships. Specifically, how his teachings help us understand the importance of self-worth and independence. In a world where the pursuit of romantic interests often leads to emotional turbulence, Stoicism offers a path to maintain dignity and self-respect. Join us as we uncover how these ancient principles can help you navigate your relationships with grace and poise, teaching us not to chase others, but to cultivate our own virtues and attract the right people into our lives. Let's begin our journey into the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the profound Stoic view on relationships. Desire and attachment. These are forces that have dictated human behavior for millennia. But how does Stoicism, particularly through the eyes of Marcus Aurelius, guide us in managing these potent feelings? Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from within, not from the external fulfillments we often chase. Marcus Aurelius himself provides profound counsel on this matter. He writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the context of modern relationships, this philosophy urges us not to let the pursuit of a partner or the desire for romantic validation control our actions or define our happiness. Excessive chasing can lead to a loss of self-worth and personal dignity, as we hinge our emotional stability on the behavior and feelings of others. Marcus Aurelius advises us to focus on our own virtues and capabilities. By doing so, we cultivate an inner sanctuary, impervious to the storms of external desires and societal pressures. When we chase someone excessively, we are often led by fears and insecurities rather than strength and reason. The Stoic view is not about suppressing desire altogether, but managing it wisely. It teaches us to approach relationships with a sense of completeness in ourselves. This balance prevents the desperation that often accompanies the pursuit of love or approval. Thus, Marcus Aurelius' wisdom guides us to a powerful realization. By mastering our desires, we do not eliminate them, but we ensure they do not master us. This leads to relationships that are not products of neediness, but of mutual respect and genuine connection. Let's carry this thought forward. Strength lies in control over one's mind, not in succumbing to the fleeting winds of desire. Self-sufficiency and independence, core tenets of Stoicism that Marcus Aurelius not only preached but practiced throughout his reign and personal life. What does it mean to be self-sufficient, and how does this ancient ideal enhance our modern lives? Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of focusing inward, cultivating personal virtues rather than being swayed by external approval or relationships. He believed in the power of self-improvement as a pathway to true freedom and happiness. In our contemporary context, this philosophy teaches us to value our growth over the pursuit of validation through relationships. It's easy to fall into the trap of defining our worth by how others perceive us, particularly in romantic contexts. Developing self-sufficiency involves daily practices. Start by setting personal goals unrelated to others' approval. Engage in activities that build your skills and knowledge. Focus on physical health and mental well-being through exercise and meditation. Spend time alone to understand your true desires and values. This journey toward self-sufficiency makes you more attractive not because of superficial qualities, but because you embody the gravitas of someone who is complete within themselves. Relationships then shift from a need to a choice, an addition to your life, not a completion of it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the best investment we can make is in ourselves. When we stop looking outward for happiness and start cultivating it within, we not only become more self-reliant, but also form healthier, more sustainable relationships. As we embrace self-sufficiency, we learn that the strength of our character not only enhances our own lives, but also naturally attracts meaningful connections. Let's strive to be the masters of our inner world and watch how it transforms our relationships with others. Pursuit, when driven by unchecked desires, can lead to profound psychological and emotional consequences. Stoicism, with its focus on inner balance and rational thinking, offers us guidance on navigating the pitfalls that often accompany the relentless chase for relationships. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about maintaining dignity and composure in the face of external desires. He counseled, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This perspective is crucial when we consider how chasing relationships can impact our mental and emotional state. When we excessively pursue others, we risk more than mere rejection. We jeopardize our self-respect and dignity. This pursuit can transform from a simple desire to a compulsion, leading us to compromise our values and principles just to gain affection or attention. The Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control teaches us to cultivate our virtues instead of desperately seeking validation. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to accept without arrogance, to let it go with indifference. This wisdom is particularly poignant in relationships. The emotional toll of chasing can manifest as anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. By allowing our happiness to hinge on the behavior and choices of others, we give away our power and diminish our capacity for self-reliance. Therefore, embracing Stoic teachings helps us recognize the importance of self-composure and integrity. By refusing to let external desires dictate our actions, we maintain our dignity and emerge stronger, more centered individuals. Let us then strive to keep our pursuits in check, focusing on developing ourselves and allowing relationships to complement, not define, our lives. In doing so, we align closer to the Stoic ideal, living with virtue in harmony with ourselves. In the realm of Stoicism, true attraction is not garnered through mere appearance or superficial charm, but through the cultivation of virtue and character. Marcus Aurelius, a steadfast proponent of this belief, offers timeless guidance on the magnetic power of virtue. He once stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This powerful idea resonates deeply when we consider relationships. It suggests that the strongest way to influence our world and the people in it is not through retaliation or lowering ourselves to others' levels, but by elevating ourselves through our virtues. In relationships, this principle teaches us that being grounded in our own principles and virtues naturally attracts the right kind of relationships. Just as negativity breeds negativity, integrity and virtue foster respect and admiration. Consider how a person who embodies Stoic virtues, someone who is wise, just, brave, and moderate, stands out in any social context. These qualities are inherently attractive because they signal stability, reliability, and moral fortitude, traits that are universally respected and sought after in long-term relationships. By focusing on our personal development and adhering to Stoic virtues, we create a life that is not only fulfilling in itself, but also appealing to those who value depth and meaning in relationships. This attraction is not forced but flows naturally from the authenticity and consistency of our character. Thus, Marcus Aurelius guides us to understand that the foundation of any meaningful relationship is not manipulation or pretense, but the honest and consistent expression of our true selves through our actions and choices. Let us cultivate our inner garden of virtues and watch as it naturally attracts the right companions into our lives, enriching our journey with genuine connections and mutual respect. Independence is not just a state of being alone. It's a profound strength that enhances every aspect of our lives, including our relationships. Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes self-control and resilience, places great value on the role of personal independence. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of self-reliance. He believed that true peace comes from within and that one should not depend on others to find it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking, he asserted. In the context of relationships, this independence is crucial. It prevents us from becoming overly reliant on others for our happiness or self-esteem, which can lead to healthier, more balanced partnerships. When two independently strong individuals come together, their relationship is based on mutual respect and genuine affection, rather than neediness or dependency. Practicing independence in daily life can be simple yet impactful. It involves making decisions on your own, taking responsibility for your happiness, and engaging in self-improvement without the immediate validation of others. Such practices not only strengthen your sense of self, but also make you a more attractive and stable partner. Independence does not mean isolation. Rather, it enriches your interactions with others, allowing you to engage in relationships without losing your identity. Let Marcus Aurelius' wisdom inspire us to cultivate our independence. By doing so, we not only adhere to Stoic principles, but also create the foundation for relationships that are not only loving but also empowering. As we journey through life, let us cherish our independence, recognizing it as the cornerstone of healthy relationships and a fulfilling life. Contentment is often sought in the company of others, yet Stoicism teaches us the profound value of finding peace within ourselves. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic master of self-reflection, believed that true contentment comes from within, not from the external world. Marcus wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This profound statement underscores the Stoic belief that contentment is an internal state, independent of external circumstances and relationships. In today's fast-paced world, where relationships and social interactions often dictate one's sense of self and happiness, Marcus Aurelius' teachings remind us of the importance of cultivating inner peace. This solitude is not loneliness, but a powerful form of self-sufficiency. Cultivating contentment alone involves engaging in activities that nourish the soul and expand the mind. It might be through creative pursuits, learning new skills, or simply spending time in reflection. These activities enhance our self-awareness and contribute to a well-rounded, resilient character. By being content with oneself, one becomes less dependent on others for happiness and approval. This independence not only strengthens personal resilience, but also makes one's relationships healthier and more balanced. When you are content with yourself, your relationships are characterized by freedom and equality rather than neediness and imbalance. Let us learn from Marcus Aurelius to treasure the solitude that fosters contentment. By doing so, we prepare ourselves not only to enjoy our own company, but also to offer the best of ourselves to others. As we cultivate contentment within ourselves, we unlock the door to a life of peace, balance, and fulfilling relationships. Embrace the solitude, enrich your spirit, and watch as the world opens up in ways you never imagined. As we draw our exploration to a close, let's reflect on the profound wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic principles that have guided us through the intricacies of relationships and personal growth. We've journeyed through the importance of understanding and managing our desires, the invaluable virtue of self-sufficiency, the dangers of excessive pursuit, and the magnetic power of virtue. We've also explored the significance of independence in relationships and the serene satisfaction of cultivating contentment alone. Marcus Aurelius taught us that the path to true happiness and meaningful relationships lies within our control, through the virtues we cultivate, the contentment we nurture in solitude, and the independence we maintain in our interactions. As we apply these Stoic insights to our lives, let us strive not to chase after others, but to build ourselves up, to become beacons of virtue and independence that naturally attract the right kind of relationships, those built on mutual respect, admiration, and genuine connection. Thank you for joining us on this philosophical journey. May the lessons of Marcus Aurelius inspire you to look inward and move forward with strength, dignity, and a profound sense of self-worth. Remember, in the pursuit of others, we must never lose ourselves. If you found value in this exploration, please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into how ancient wisdom can address modern challenges. Until next time, carry the wisdom of the Stoics into every aspect of your life.